How I'd remake the DCEU.
And the movie would start by seeing Green Arrow and Black Canary working on patrol early in their crime-fighting careers and then running into each other, recognizing and immediately embracing each other. Oliver has been back for a little bit, not a whole lot, so Dinah, of course, knew that he was back. Obviously, Oliver had no idea that Dinah had been out as the Black Canary. While on a date, the couple exchanged their stories over the past couple of years. And we also learned what happens to Oliver when he was missing. So Dinah would already know this, but for the sake of the audience, the story with Oliver in this version is that he went missing before the Unity. While out on that island, the Unity is formed and everyone, including himself, perishes. Though, because of the sacrifice of Hal Jordan and Sinestro with Entity, they are revived. And with this revival, it causes a worldwide sense of community to form. So there are extra boats out potentially looking for missing people, and coincidentally, this helps out Oliver get found. On Dinah's side of things, she was born of the metagene that allowed her to do her Canary cry, and her mother was a non-powered vigilante as well. Dinah wanted nothing to do with following in her mother's footsteps. That is until after Oliver went missing and the Unity was formed and everyone was revived. With that extra sense of community, she wanted to help out with also the extra level of chaos that was coming with the revival. So she then takes up her mother's name of Black Canary and uses her Canary cry to help make the world a better place. Continuing with Oliver's story, when he came back after learning how to use the bow and arrow for a little bit while on the island, he is then trained by his friend's father, Arthur King, who was in a circus, was an archer in that circus dubbed the Magician, who did a lot of trick shots. While on their way out of the restaurants, all caught up on our backstories, Oliver gets pickpocketed by a young teenager, Roy Harper. Over the movie, we also learned Roy's past, where he was adopted by a Navajo tribe after his father was killed trying to save the reservation. This is from the villain known as Merlin. While under the care of the Navajo tribe, he was trained in combat and how to protect himself, though the tribe was then killed and he is now alone. Oliver and Dinah then offer him a place to stay, although temporarily, but this eventually becomes permanent and they take Roy in as a adopted son. The movie would then progress as Oliver, Dinah, and Roy, who is dubbed Speedy, meet a shady character, a female by the name of Shiva, who is trying to help destroy the remainder of the League of Assassins. And eventually the team learned from Shiva, an eyewitness, Roy, and that Oliver's trainer, Arthur King, is Merlin, a mercenary trained by the League of Assassins after his circus went down, and the culprit behind Roy's family's death. The three then would go into the climax, which would result in Merlin's death by the hands of Lady Shiva. In the post-credit scenes, we get that Lady Shiva talks to her daughter, Cassandra Cain, that there is another member of the League of Assassins out in Gotham. The Robin, Damian Wayne.